Hello, in this video I just want to use my own automatic retouching actions on my own portrait. So these are my official birthday portraits, and I want to show you how these actions are going to be working on male portraits and how you can use them for your studio photos when it comes to Photoshop. So if at all you want to purchase these actions and make your workflow easy when it comes to Photoshop, simply purchase them by using the link in the description of this video. So simply do that. So in order to use these actions, import them in Photoshop and just come. I'm using Photoshop 2025, so just come and open up the actions panel right here in Photoshop, and mine is in button mode, but you can always change it from right here. So to import the actions, simply come right here to load actions and look for where the actions have been stored after unzipping them or purchasing and downloading them. So you unzip them and simply click on them and open in Photoshop, and the actions are going to appear here. So these are the actions that I have, and these are around 8 actions. So the very first thing we tend to do with these actions is, first of all, looking at the image and identifying it. So this is more of a male portrait, and you don't want to overdo it because the details are a little bit far away. So for this, I'm just going to come and I play my full automatic action. So I'll just come and play. So you select the action and hit the play button, and the action is going to start playing. So after doing that, for male portraits, or if at all you feel like the effect is too much on your images, always take down the flow. So for this, I'll be using a flow of 27%. So I'll zoom in by using Ctrl+ on the keyboard, increase on the size of the brush by using the bracket keys on the keyboard, and I'll just paint on the skin. So just paint on the skin, reduce on the size, and paint on every area that has skin. So majority of the areas, just paint on them, reduce on the size furthermore, and paint on this dark area of the nose, and reduce on the size, and also come and paint on this dark area of the nose. So I wouldn't recommend you painting on the highlight of the nose, because oftentimes this action may make it a little bit disappear. So you can see the before and after for just doing this. So you can now come and paint on every area that has skin, or if at all you prefer not to retouch the hands, you can stop right there. So right now this is what we have, and this is the image before after for just the retouching process. Look at how much detail we have in the skin and how natural it has gotten to be. So after doing that, the next thing is going to be, you can play around with the opacity if at all you want to. Play around with the opacity by reducing on the opacity of the effect if at all it is a little bit too much. So after we have done that, the next thing is basically going to be coming and playing the auto blacks action. So what this is going to do, basically, it is going to come and make the blacks a little bit more cinematic and more interesting. So let's just come and play the auto blacks action. So just simply select it and hit the play button. Just look at how nice the blacks have turned out to be, and you can see the before after. Just look at how nice the blacks and how rich the blacks have gotten to be. So after you have done that, the next thing is going to be, we can easily add some little bit of pop to the image by simply coming and selecting the auto pop action and simply making the image pop. So by just doing that, you can see we have transformed it from a flat boring image to an image that has more vibrance and a punchy feel or look. So after we have done that, the next thing is going to be working on the eyes. Just look at the eyes right here. So just want to whiten the eyes. So just come right here to this action that says the eyes and teeth. So just select it and simply hit the play button. And with the brush tool selected, you can now zoom all the way into the image, reduce on the size of the brush by using the bracket keys on the keyboard, and you can now come, increase on the flow of your brush to around to the maximum, because we can always reduce on the opacity if at all we overdo the effect. So just paint in the white area of the eye. Remember, this corner of the eye usually doesn't have white, so make sure you leave it the way it is meant to be, because you don't want that kind of robotic eyes. And you can see how natural the image looks right now. So Command- to zoom out. So if at all the eyes are a little bit too much white, you can always come to the opacity and reduce on the opacity to your liking. So I just reduce it to around 90. I'm just going to take it to around 96, and this is what we have right now. So you can see how we have been able to transform this very image with just few steps and techniques. So you can see where we started. I'm just going to turn this off so that you can see where we started regarding this image. So this was the image that we started with. Then we simply retouch the image. So we did the skin retouching. So before, after, before, after. I hope you can see the effect. So before, after. And after doing that, we played the auto blacks action, and that made the blacks richer, and it slightly reduced on the saturation of the image. And after doing that, we added some pop to the image to make it look more lively and more punchier. So that is what we have. And afterwards, we did the eye whitening. So you can use the same action for the eye and teeth whitening. So what is retouching without saving the image? Remember, we want to save a very sharp image that won't change in color when we print it out or when we post it on social media. So in order to save this very image, we are simply going to come right here to File, come to Export, and come to Export As, and it is going to open up this Export As dialog box right here, and make sure the format is set to JPEG and the quality all the way to the highest quality, because we don't want low resolution photos. Always make your quality to the maximum, and the resample, make sure the sample is set to bicubic sharper, because as usual we always want a very sharp image when we print it out or when we post it out there on social media. And after doing that, come and make sure you check these two boxes. One is convert to sRGB and also embed color profile. So check these two options if at all you don't want to incur the issue of images or photos changing color when we post them on social media. And after doing that, simply come right here to export and hit export. Look for where you want to save the image. So I'll just save mine to my desktop, and I'll just come and simply hit save, and the image is going to be saved automatically. So this is how you can edit using these Ronnix automated retouching actions. And if at all you'd love to purchase, simply check the links in the description of this video so that you can purchase these actions and support the channel. Ronnix from Ronnix Photography. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in yet more videos on this channel. And don't forget to keep practicing and also keep creating.